Time to preview the NFC North, Bucky, and we preview these divisions using the MTS Scouting Index.
6 categories. We take a composite ranking. We rank them from 1 to 4. Then we spit it all out and figure out the team with the lowest score is actually the best, and that's how we determine who the division winner should be at the end of the year.
All right, let's jump in here with the quarterbacks, and let's work 4 to 1, so worst to first here. The Chicago Bears, we don't know necessarily who that quarterback's going to be. It looks like Mike Glenn is going to be the guy, but Mitchell Trubisky might not be too long before he takes over.
Yeah, regardless of whether it's the veteran in Mike Glennon or the young guy in Mitchell Trubisky, they fall behind these established quarterbacks in the division. So they'll come in at 4. At 3, Sam Bradford from Minnesota is coming off a pretty good year, but because the guys ahead of him are so good, he has to sit in that 3 hole. Matt Stafford, the Detroit Lions, are number 2. This is a guy that was playing at the MVP level prior to his injury. I like what I've seen from him, the progress that he's made since being a gunslinger coming in to being a little more control, and he does a great job of winning in the fourth quarter, particularly when his team is behind. But you're talking about
there's
the
a
legend,
dude at the top.
one of the guys, some would argue he could be the GOAT, Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers coming in at number 1, and this is a guy that gets it done. No matter offensive line, doesn't matter who's available to him on the outside. If he has a running back or a wide receiver playing running back, he continues to put up the same kind of production. He plays at a Pro Bowl level each and every year, and that is what you expect from one of the great ones.
Yeah, inside, outside the pocket doesn't matter. Let's go to the skill positions here. Working 4 to 1, the Chicago Bears, Bucky, don't like what they have at the receiver position. Do like Tariq Cohen and what they have in the backfield with Howard coming back. Detroit comes in at number 3. Like some of the pieces they have in place there. A little bit smaller, maybe in the backfield than you would like.
A little smaller. Amir Abdul, a little tiny. They have like a little tiny squad on the outside.
I like them. I just don't love them. Minnesota at number 2. Back and Dalvin Cook.
It's all about Dalvin Cook. It's about Dalvin Cook and Stephon Diggs, Kyle Rudolph. Those guys are the ones that I could see maybe having Pro Bowl potential. They do a good job. But Dalvin Cook, to me, is a guy that is special. He gives them an opportunity to possibly have maybe the best running back in the division, and that's not a stretch based on what he's done in the preseason and what people are talking about coming out of Minnesota.
Yeah, but Green Bay Packers, again, though, right at the top of the list. Another rookie running back, Jamal Williams, who I really like, but you have Jordy Nelson and company. You have Cobb. You look at Ty Montgomery and the ways they can use him.
Devontae Adams there. You're talking about being able to put the ball in the paint a number of ways on the outside. Ty Montgomery trying to settle in and get comfortable at running back. You talked about Williams. Williams may get an opportunity because Ty's been beat up a little bit in the preseason. But the name of the game for the Packers is being able to push the ball down the field, and they have guys on the outside that can make it happen. They put the ball in the paint, and with Martellus Bennett coming over, game changer for them.
All right, offensive lines inside the division. Detroit, you got a left tackle coming with an injury here in Taylor Decker. We'll see how.
Yeah, but you got Greg Robinson.
G-Rob. Hopefully it works out for him. We give him big draftable grades here. The Minnesota Vikings at 3. The Bears, I really like their group here at number 2. And then the Green Bay Packers we have there at the very top.
Just consistency. The Green Bay Packers offensive line, they do a great job of playing together. Mike McCarthy wants to be able to impose his will. And even though we talk about Aaron Rodgers and what they're able to do, the aerial attack, this year they want to batten down the hatches, run the ball a little more, create a more physical identity that gives them an opportunity to play longer in the postseason.
All right, let's go to the defensive side of the ball here, Bucky. Front 7. Chicago Bears we have at 4, the Lions at 3, and then let's get to these top 2 teams here.
You know, the Green Bay Packers at 2 are interesting. Nick Perry played his best last year. I won't say he had double-digit sacks. You have Clay Matthews, who still can affect the passer off the edge, and then they can move him around in some of their exotic packages. I just like what the Green Bay Packers are able to do. But make no mistake, the team that is head and shoulders above everybody else when it comes to their front 7, the Minnesota Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings are talented, they're athletic, they're fast. They do a lot under Mike Zimmer in terms of their double A-gap bluffs. This is a team, when you watch them on hook, they look like a front 7 is supposed to look like.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of what they have going on there in the front 7. Let's go to the back end, though, the secondary, Bucky. Chicago coming in again at the 4th spot here. Green Bay in the 3 hole. Detroit at number 2, but you just touched on Minnesota.
The Purple People Leaders.
How about their back end, number 1 as well?
I mean, the Purple People Leaders. Xavier Rose has really emerged as one of the top 5 cornerbacks in the league. His ability to snuff out people in man coverage, you have to like. Harrison Smith playing safety doesn't get enough credit for what he is able to do, whether it's playing in the deep middle, coming down in the box, smacking people off the edge on blitzes. This is a team that has continued to fortify what I think is one of the strengths of their team by continuing to take defensive backs. They continue to find a way to do it.
All right, let's go to the coaches inside this division, Bucky, how we have them sorted out.
You know, John Fox with the Chicago Bears, they'll come in fourth just because they haven't won enough games. He's a really, really talented coach. He's led 2 teams to Super Bowls. They just haven't been good enough. Jim Caldwell is underappreciated. Took the Detroit Lions to the playoffs, I want to say 2 of the last 3 years. Still, the people on the fence about him love Mike Zimmer.
Yep.
Mike Zimmer has been able to really turn this program around in Minnesota, but at the end of the day, it goes to Mike McCarthy, number one, and it's just the consistency that we see year in, year out from the Green Bay Packers. And when you think about the Packers consistently going to the playoffs, yet there are some in Packer Nation that say they should be better. They should have won more Super Bowls with their quarterback. I'm going to say this. Mike McCarthy's done a great job taking the talent, taking guys and getting them to play at a high level of consistency. There's something to be said for always being in the dance, because that's the only way you can get to the winners.
All right, we see the totals here. Offensively, we have the Packers at the very top of this division, the Bears down there in the 4 hole. Let's flip it over to the defensive side of the ball and see where these Packers fall. The Packers actually tied for second here with the Lions. The Vikings pretty easily at the top of this division when you look at their defensive personnel. And we crunch it all together, Bucky. There you have it. We have the Green Bay Packers as the favorite heading into the season, followed by the Vikings, the Lions, and the Bears.
Yeah, I mean, the Packers have to be the favorite going in. When you look at this team, they really upgraded their offense. Some of the things that they want to do offensively is going to challenge some of the top teams on both conferences. It really comes down to their defense, if they can get over top to really win a Super Bowl. If they can play better defense, that'll give them a chance to be one of the last teams standing.
There you have it. Looks like the Green Bay Packers could be in for a big year.